Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to Stellaris with me, Ep3, and of course, welcome back to the Cult of Thorn in our little corner of the galaxy. So right now, there are other empires currently doing commercial packs with the more, kind of the megacorporations. There are currently 2 other megacorporations other than us, and we are looking a little bit left out, honestly. I'm starting to think that the criminal heritage is more of a downside than an upside. But still, we are also now opening a brand new branch office over here. We are making a new smuggler's port, and hopefully this will earn us some revenue. Honestly, these aren't going that well, our branch offices, but hopefully in the future they will yield a bit more resource, and we have been very annoying to people, so at least we've got that. I'm currently expanding over in this direction because we have a trading hub, and I want to see just what the new trading hub ability is. So if we speak to them, there we are. We seek your expertise. I don't know what that is, but I'm fairly certain you need a Starbase in their system for it. I might be wrong there. We'll find out later. Either way, though, I do want some of these alloys and other resources in the area, and very soon we are going to up our empire size, well, our admin cap, so the extra size won't matter too much. Okay, let's continue. Also, I can now get these moats. Let's build a brand new construction vehicle so we can get that as soon as possible. Construction vehicles are now built in the shipyards. Abandoned terraforming project. You know what? This time I will risk it. So, there's a chance that this will turn this colony into a Gaia world. There's also a chance that the Gaia world will actually be a noxious world, or some kind of wasteland, or perhaps just a type of planet which our people can't survive on. But it might become a Gaia world, and the Gaia world will be amazing. Now you need to grab those 2. Thank you very much. Well, at least this one particular branch office is making us some money. And causing a fair amount of crime as well.
We built something. Research complete.
Oh, hello.
We did it.
Oh, I am so glad that paid off. Okay, I was for a second getting a little bit worried. So we are now, of course, on a Gaia world, which means that we should get some additional resources because we are, of course, on a Gaia world. Yep, plus 10%. Also, it seems like we're going to get some increased speed to our growth. That is really, really good. Yeah, Gaia planets, always great. Now, with the extra growth speed, even better. Oh, this is just because of the terraforming. Never mind. I thought that might have been unique to the world type. That's a shame. Can you sense that? There's someone nearby with weaker fleet power than us. Well, that could be a problem for them, it must be said. If we can capture this entire section here, we could make a vassal. We have a target. Neural implants.
Construction complete.
Well, if you want to go down the route of pure evil, I think this is definitely the right thing to do. You know your planet's having problems when you have 4 robot criminals. You wouldn't think this would be a common problem, but several planets have this now because of me. One thing we need to do once we're getting more alloy to afford it is we need to put down a brand new station over here. Well, actually anywhere, because if we create these, the missile batteries or the gun batteries, we increase the protection range of the station, and we increase the trade protection it also gives. Essentially, we don't need our ships constantly moving around. Because I do want to attack something soon. We've been far too placid far too long. I must have building for any mining world. The slave processing facility. Yep. It'll also help to increase our stability. The reason why it's so low right now is because we have so many slaves and workers and not enough specialists. Well, this makes them even less effective in terms of affecting our stability. And I just think we need more specialists anyway. Yeah, our stability is not the best. We're not the happiest of people. Now, I could do is this. Distribute luxury goods. That should increase their happiness a little bit. So then when the next month ticks over, yep, we're now in positive stability. trying to very, very heavily specialize our planets now. We have the industrial world, and I keep on upgrading our civilian industries into the next things, which means most of our people will eventually be working specialist positions, not just the lower tier jobs. Which should make everyone happier, considering we are decadent and don't like being workers. Now, what do I want here? When I eventually have the money for it. Market, I need some minerals, please. Thank you. What do I want? Well, we could have a temple. More unity is always nice. Temple first, everything else second? Yeah. On the more specialist worlds, we're now building city districts rather than the more regular districts, because they have more housing. So there's more housing, and then everyone else works in these. At least that's the idea. So this planet has the rare resource over here of a crystal forest. And because of that, we can build, I was just looking at it 5 seconds ago, the crystal mines. Which means we'll get one of the exotic resources, one of the strategic resources essentially for free. This will not be consuming minerals or consumer goods. Of course, it'll still cost energy for the building, but that's it. Okay. A brand new caravan are offering us a deal. Sure. You too will be free of material desires and credits will be drawn to you like arthropods. Sorry, arthropoids. To dung. Sure. Why not? So that's an edict then, I suppose. Let's have a look, see what this actually does. That's pretty nice. Monthly energy credits plus 10%. That is a very, very nice bonus indeed. And I'll grab that as well. Once again, due to rare resources, we have this, the exotic gas refinery. No, this is not the rare version. This is the one which turns minerals into exotic gases, which we do indeed need. The reason is, the exotic gas is what powers our scientists, well, their buildings, the advanced research complexes. And we want more of those. We really need to start, though, adding some of these, the foundries. Without these, we don't have ships, and I do want to go to war soon. It's about time our capitalistic intent takes a more militaristic form. And so, cruisers, corvettes, and destroyers, oh my. And more tech. Finally, we have the gas extraction wells. Now that is the way to get free stuff. Now, let's have a quick look-see-doodle. Upgrading that would not be terrible. We do need more alloy, like, desperately. Well, that's just weird. We can make biotrophies. The Organic Paradise, an AI-controlled artificial paradise designed to satisfy every need a sapient organic might have, just as long as it does not express a need for self-determination. But this is the Rogue Servitor thing. Apparently now we can have that as well, but I'm afraid I just want more science. Right now we are massively outclassing all of the other empires with science, and I intend to keep it that way. I don't know how this is happening, but somehow we have snail governors everywhere. My population is slowly skewing towards snails. And we're plants. Are the snails eating us? We seek your expertise at long last. We have a talented executive standing by, ready to migrate to the Cult of Thorn. Oh, so it's a leader. Huh, I'll still take one since I want to see what the leader's like, but I really thought there was something to do with the trade station. Still going to build this up, just to see if there is anything there, but yeah, I'm feeling like that's kind of all there is. Also, I don't have much stuff to sell at the moment. Oh, yes, I do. What am I talking about? Let's sell these. And some of these. And then we can get loads and loads of these. There we are. That was a bit of a rip-off there. Didn't wait for it to go back down in price, but hey-ho. I'm not the best trader, apparently. So here is the new governor, our plant, who is apparently immortal, which is really weird. Immortal. We'll never die of old age. Just ignore the snails and you'll be fine. His ability is plus 10% trade value. That's pretty nice. That is pretty nice. What do we want from here? Honestly, just cheaper star bases would be nice. We don't want to go down the synthetic route. But missiles are always good. Yeah, let's go with the space torpedoes. So here is the special building, the Trader Proxy Office. Oh, minus market fee. That would bring us down to only 5% total. This was definitely a good idea. That's interesting. Because we are a corporate entity, we can do this rather than offering protectorate status or demanding tribute. It's very, very similar. We will protect them, but they have to pay us 25% of their energy income and will join us in our wars. So it's sort of a hybrid of the two then. They're acting like a vassal in terms of going to war with us, and they're paying us for the privilege. I like that. I like that a lot. So as soon as they are at peace, we're going straight with that. It's time to make some money from our neighbors. So, we have unrest on this planet. Not only are the slaves radicalizing, but we have far, far too low amenities. And because of that, well, stability is at 7%. Not exactly going well. So I'm now building the regular stuff. It's my fault for only building these, all of these civilian fabricators. I wanted it to become an industrial world as soon as possible, and kind of lost sight on the fact that maybe, just maybe, people won't be too happy with just that. Maybe. You've declined our most generous offer? Well, clearly then we need to go to war.
Put these suckers out of business.
Because that's how trade works in this universe. These are my door-to-door salesmen.
Engaging hostile station. Construction complete.
Ooh, lovely. More food. But first, war.
Imagine the profit margins on this tech. Station engaged.
Now the issue is, I only have one upgrade when it comes to war exhaustion, so there's a chance we won't win this. But even if we don't, it's going to be a lot of fun just going through all these systems, taking them over. A little bit worried about this one, but still. Well, my lack of experience with this particular DLC is really showing. So, pirates have spawned because I have not got adequate defense on these two trade routes. Over here, we're starting to stack up, and over here, as you can see, the same is happening. But here, especially, because only one very small group was going through, well, over time, pirate fleet. So that's just fantastic. Now, thankfully, I do have a strong enough fleet to deal with this. I just need to make some adjustments to how everything's defended. And maybe start adding some protective... Ooh, hello, are you ready? Some protective gun batteries, is what I was going to say. Their next main station. We're not particularly good versus shields, but we are very good versus armor. Also, I just love lasers. I'm sorry, but I will always choose lasers if I can, because they look so darn nice in fights. Okay, take over those two, and that one there. Don't know if I'm going to be able to break through here at all. I really wish they had at least one planet for us to invade. That would make this a bit easier. Yep, our war exhaustion is slightly higher than theirs, which is a problem. Now, thankfully, we do have relative naval strength as a bonus here, and occupation as a bonus, but still. Might need some more fleets to be created. Oh, it seems this isn't a bastion in the slightest, so we can definitely get through here. It may be a more upgraded Starbase, but it's not a defensive one. Hello there, we're just here to collect some money from you, that's all. By some money, I mean your income for the foreseeable future. And I'm out of rare crystals as well. I will deal with that after this.
This tech had better generate some revenue.
Oh, one sec. Look our glorious lasers. Hello, planet. Prepare to be bombarded. Good to know. Now, can we see... Okay, so there's a devastation level here. That's nice. Okay, so there's the garrison strength. This is very different to how it used to be. So I'm guessing this is the... Okay, that's the planet devastation in a bar form. Still lots of things to learn. Lots of things to learn indeed. Need minerals as well now. There's far too much here. Okay, expansion is finished, which is lovely because it will allow all of your non-habitat planets to build one additional district, which is really good. Oh, now I get to choose this. Yeah, we're definitely going with the psionic abilities. Right? Yes. Yes, definitely psionic.
Imagine the profit margins on this tech.
We continue to grab station after station. The problem is we can't get past here, so we need to win with just this section here. Unless we can bribe these into allowing us through, but I very much doubt that. Though, if we do grab the planets, the occupation bonus will be much, much higher, which is very nice indeed. Then we could just wipe them out. There are 3 planets we can grab, and our ground forces are on the way. Which is one of the reasons why I think so expensive at the moment. My god, my economy is weird. Lots of energy. Very little anything else. Well, actually, lots of energy, lots of science. Very little everything else. A further lack of knowledge. So, because I was out of the rare crystals, I assumed what would happen is the buildings which were using the rare crystals would simply not function or function at a lower capacity. Instead, I was getting minus 25% production from all jobs. That's why my economy suddenly seemed to go much, much worse. I thought it was because we were moving our ships around, moving our transports, but no, you do not want to allow any resource to go into the negative below 0, or at least try to go below 0 and have a negative pull on it, because that is just really, really terrible. And I just described that really weirdly. If you're at 0 resource, that's fine, but if you're at 0 resource and still losing, or at least still attempting to lose resource, then you have huge negatives.
Technology acquired.
Thankfully, at least our science is doing incredibly well, so there is that going for us. Sure. More science. So what I could do is shut down the buildings, therefore the drain wouldn't exist. At least I believe I can still do that. You can still do that, right? You can turn off a building, yes? Yes, disable, that way you won't have to pay the upkeep. Okay, so next time, learn my lesson, still learning the game, and I think I am learning at a decent pace. Okay, it's time for you to invade there. This new way of viewing the battle is so much better than the old way. The old way was very clustered, and honestly, you were just looking at the numbers and hoping you can see your troops either running away or winning. It's very difficult to see what's happening. With this one, it's much, much easier. So we have the reserves, the front line, and then I assume over here, if any of them start running away, they'll probably be indicated in some way. I didn't watch the first fight because I'm a dum-dum. Yep, there we go, disengage, so they have run away.
Enemy planet incorporated.
Lovely.
Revenue projections optimistic.
Okay, everyone ready? I think we can probably take out this station, but it would really hurt our war exhaustion, which isn't exactly good. At the moment, it looks like if we do get this planet and this station over here... Oh look, no, wait, we can just jump over here. Never mind, we're fine because we can grab all of these. Excellent, though I do still want that station down so they can't attack us from behind. We just then go like this. Wow, they have loads of space. And soon I will. Ha! Now here's an interesting problem. With how the new slavery system works, you no longer choose who is going to be owned. It's simply a percentage of the population will be slaves. And the issue is this. We have 3 specialist jobs. At the moment, I could really up my science very easily. But I can't, because I don't have any free populations. In other words, I think I am very much going to change this as soon as possible. No longer having indentured assets, but instead having anything else. Extra unity. Extra trade value. Ooh, extra trade value. Extra trade value, for instance. We have now researched something, honestly, just pure evil. It's just completely evil. Create a thrall world. Disables construction of city districts and most buildings on the planet, allows for the construction of slave huts. Free populations can no longer grow on the planet. A thrall world modifier is added, giving the following effects. Plus 50% population growth speed. The entire world is purpose-built to maximize the growth rate of its enslaved population through a variety of reproductive incentives. Yeah. Special slave breeding world. To sell on the slave market. And slaves are worth a small fortune. They're worth at least 600 energy each. And we are doing a pure evil run, so naturally we're going to have one of these. Feel the will of capitalism. Isn't it shiny? Come on, that's gotta be it. Yes! Achieve war goals! The best possible outcome. Delicious. So then, can everyone please return home? Thank you very much. So currently, we've got a resource deficit, so let's do that. And then next month, we'll see how much we're actually earning. So it only updates now at the end of each month. Okay, fleets over here, all of you, please return to your post. That would be very, very kind of you.
Boom. We built something.
And the next month rolls around now, and yeah, we are definitely earning. That's good. That is indeed good. From taxed subjects, we're getting 80 energy. Not terrible. Are we not getting minerals? I thought we got minerals as well. Is it just energy production? Excuse me, is it just energy production we're draining from you? Let's have a look-see at the description. Oh, it's just energy, okay. I thought it'd be minerals as well. Still, I am completely fine with that. We now earn more energy. So then, now onto the dilemma. I want to be an evil empire. We are an evil empire of evil people doing evil things, which means we really should have a Thrall world. The problem is, having slavery is actively weakening our economy. Not our economy, our science, and of course, things like consumer goods and alloys. I want more specialists, essentially. But since a large chunk of our population are always going to be workers, that's going to be a problem. Things like our tech world, for instance, will never purely be a tech world. There will always be enslaved populations. Like right now, I want that one to go back up here. Now, thankfully, most of them can work as clerks. But still, I want more tech. So I really don't know what to choose. Create penal colony. The entire world is set aside as a massive penal colony. The vast prison communities are largely self-managed by the prisoners, and punishment often means exile into the unforgiving wilderness. Giving the following effects: other empire colonies. I don't quite know what that means. Other empire colonies, minus crime. Plus crime, minus 25% crime, but plus 100% crime. Okay. And then also immigration pull. Oh, I get what it means. Okay, other empire colonies. So, our other colonies will get minus 25% crime, but this planet will get plus 100% crime, because it's a crime planet, the planet of crime. That's really cool as well. There's one earlier as well to make a resort world, essentially, which I think had somewhat similar effects. It affected the other places. Now, did I actually get that or not? No, I didn't. That's interesting. That's really interesting. And we have some new stuff as well to play with, which is very nice indeed. Our first battleship has now been created. We are getting ready for war with a much stronger enemy, with the single goal of taking over a couple of their planets to turn into Thrall worlds. Well, with that, I am afraid I'm all out of time for today's episode. I think I'm finally getting the hang of a lot of different mechanics within the game now. I think I now understand a lot better the whole economy side of things. We're finally building a fleet, and honestly, we can already rival the stronger enemy. Soon, we are going to dominate a large section of this galaxy, and it will be so, so beautiful. And we can even see just how good a Thrall world is, and how good the slave trade is, and that is such a horrible thing to say. But we are very, very evil, let's be perfectly honest. We're not good guys, we can't even pretend at the moment. So right now, on this planet, we have a little bit of unemployment. And look, we have slaves. So, unemployed, put on the market. How fast will that sell? Instantly. And that just gave us 1,250 energy. That's a lot of energy. That's like a battleship. Well, not quite a battleship worth of energy, but it's still a lot of energy. How much will that give us? So, a couple of corvettes. It's a corvette and a half of energy. Still, I traded a population for a corvette. That's the point I'm trying to make here. It's really good. Also, we have way too much food right now. So, I think things are starting to look up really, really quickly. So, if you have enjoyed today's video, then of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that Stellaris is a series you wish to see continued in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye. We also need to start opening more branch offices. Kinda forgot about that. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.